I say the teen, you say the door and the ek. In teen.
Beatbox.
Unreal.
The bass and the whistle at the same time. System overloaded.
Hell yeah. He's getting out of breath. Oh. Wow.
You know, coming in here beforehand, we saw the list of like all the people who got their wildcard spots. We knew who was like kind of like in this competition. I seen Dilip a lot. You know, I seen him like, I think he made a wildcard for 2021. I think he actually competed there if I remember correctly. He also did the Swiss Beatbox camps like back in like 2019, and I think he won the solo category for that. So like we seen Dilip compete a lot. But man, you know, I think my expectations like coming into this was like moderate at the most. I like Dilip's style a lot, but I feel like it encapsulates like freestyle a lot, and like in the routines that he does like kind of represent, it's like stuff I heard a lot before. So like coming into this, I think like my expectations were like a little bit moderate, but like after watching him here, he had like a lot of like high moments here. Man, I just
mean,
love his style overall.
I agree with you, but I mean, it's still up. His structure still isn't really there, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about that.
I think that's definitely like, yeah, you can definitely say that about the second half. I felt like the second half of this routine was definitely like, yeah, a little bit more experimental in nature, I think.
But that kind of encapsulates who he is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Like, okay. I like him a lot. I like his style. It's like it's very unique and like catered to like his own. He doesn't really like try to be something he's not. And he also has like this certain kind of character that he also plays. You know, like he always has his glasses on and stuff. So like,
I will say that at least in the second half, I wasn't paying as much attention in the first half. His kicks definitely weren't coming through. It was just a lot of like snares and whistles and basses, which I like, but I do like a good kick too.
Right. I think like for me, this elimination, do you know like, are you spoiled to like any of the results or anything?
Yeah, I'd say I'm in the same boat as you.
So actually, yeah, I'm not gonna really talk about that, but because I know that some people who watch my videos don't really like it when I spoil stuff. Yeah, and I find it really hard because like, you know, in my position I get spoiled a lot, so like I literally go out of my way to find like these results now just because I know it's gonna happen eventually. Like someone's gonna like some way I'll get spoiled. So I still try not to talk about it, but like sometimes I just like slip up. But so I really enjoyed the first half of this. You know, I thought he displayed a lot of incredible stuff here. Like his click combos was absolutely unreal. Obviously he has like some crazy like distinct kind of bass going on there. He switched up the flow like 3 or 4 times, and like the thing I liked about this the most, and like when you go back and watch people who did their eliminations here before him, people who I thought did really well were the people who were able to like remain kind of consistent in terms of like not really like taking breaks or you know, like taking a moment to catch your breath, take a sip of water, kind of like keeping the flow very consistent from start to finish, right? So I felt like Dilip excelled definitely a lot in that area. Again though, like we kind of discussed a little bit earlier, like you were saying, I think he did fall off just a little bit in that second half. I felt like the flow kind of took a hit there. It felt like a little bit more experimental in nature, but at the same time, you know, like I look at this like cohesively and collectively, like as an elimination itself, and I think like his high areas definitely accelerated more than his like low areas, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you couldn't hear it during the actual video itself because the audio issue we had, but during it, I said he's out of breath, right?
Right.
And I think that probably contributed to why the second half of it wasn't necessarily as good as the first, just because he was definitely out of breath. Like he's going crazy for it's 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't blame him. It was still insane work.
Yeah. So how much of like how familiar are you with Dilip, like outside of this? Like I know like you alluded to like seeing him before, but like have you like followed his career as a beatboxer at all?
Yeah, so I, just like everybody else, I think, I kind of got introduced to him at that SBX camp.
Right.
Where he did that crazy zipper combo, and it's like the first of its kind or whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're probably both in the same boat as it relates to that.
Yeah. So like, what was your expectations from Dilip like coming into this?
Honestly, I expected a lot of what I heard. He did have some new zipper combos, which I was hoping he would bring because the old ones, not to say they're any less impressive, but they were a little overused to an extent over the last couple of years. Like we've heard it before, and obviously this is the GBB stage. Right. You need to be at the top of your game, and I mean you got to bring something new, which he delivered on. So I'm impressed. I don't know if I would put, out of all the videos I've seen so far, I'd probably put him somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Oh yeah, that's actually what I was going to ask you right now. So as of recording of this, I think there's 3 more that has released since we sat down and watched this one here. So I obviously haven't seen everyone. I think this is like the 5th one. So I've only seen 5, and I know there's 18 in total. I don't know, man. Like this level this year for solo is pretty high. So
Oh,
if I had to choose, I think he'd probably be like third for me as well, like around the middle of the pack. But there's like so many to get through. So wherever he
who do you
falls
have?
at the
Who
end,
do you who do you have in
have?
front of him right now? Yeah.
So Improver, definitely. I thought he was like
Yeah.
the best so far out of all the ones I saw. ZVDs I really enjoyed, but I think that he had some problems in terms of like the pacing, and he took like a couple breaks. But I think like ZVD was consistently very
control.
good. Yeah. Who else went? HS. I think.
H has, yeah.
His was okay. I felt like
And
he didn't
Biscuit.
really. Oh yeah, Biscuit as well. Biscuit was very good as well too.
Agreed.
Yeah, so the levels was very high this year, so it's really difficult to say like concisely. It's kind of like you have to sit down and watch them all before you have like a formulated opinion. I think, but like right now, I think it's fair to say he's like a little bit like maybe the second best. I'd have to like rewatch it. He might be just like slightly under Improver, but I think I definitely have Improver like leading the pack right now out of the 5. But this one was very good.
I think for me, he sits right around the 3rd or 4th place spot for me.
Nice. All right, so that's pretty much it for that video. Yeah. So this is obviously, guys, this is not a very familiar environment. Those who's watching, you're used to just seeing me here. Obviously, we have a guest here. So why don't you talk about yourself a little bit here, man?
All right. I mean, saw Newfie, he posted that community post or whatever on YouTube, and was looking to do co-op reactions with people, and I've always kind of wanted to get into it, so I decided to put myself out there. I was like, sure, let's do it. I'm just a college student living in the Midwest of the United States of America, so that's a little bit about me. I'm not like Newfie. I haven't bought a loop station as much as I would like to. I don't got that yet, but yeah, I just am like most of you, just an avid enjoyer of Beatbox.
How long have you been listening to Beatbox?
Oh boy. I think the first Codfish CSGO Beatbox videos are probably that was probably towards the beginning. I think the first GBB I watched was 18 or 17. Because Napalm won that one, right?
Fun fact, I was actually there live at that one. That was my first Beatbox event I ever went to, yeah. Yep.
Was that in Poland still?
That was in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was really sick. Watching Saro, then Mad Twins, and Napalm winning the solo. Yeah, that's crazy. I still got some of those videos on my phone.
Yeah, I keep telling myself I gotta go to one of these, but then they keep making the venue further and further away.
Yeah, they're going back to Tokyo this year.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Not Tokyo, sorry. They're going back to Japan. I understand because from like a metrics point of view, I actually have some inside knowledge because I'm in the Beatbox like community, and I create Beatbox like reaction videos. So like I have analytics to prove that like Japan is actually probably the leading country in terms of like viewership and like consumers of the Beatbox. So it actually does make sense why they'd want to go back there, because 30% of my subscribers are from Japan, and like 40% of my viewers are from Japan. So it does make a lot of sense to me.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't shock me at all, to be honest, from a marketing standpoint. I'm a marketing student, guys, by the way. It makes sense, but I just feel like the energy at this GBB is much lower than in the past.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't say much lower, but it's definitely lower. But then I went and watched the Japanese Loop Championship, and the energy was through the roof. So I don't know what the difference is there.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying like the Japanese crowd is a little bit more like, they said they have the same energy, but they don't display it, kind of like other places. They're a lot more like respectful, if that makes sense. They're more like observant rather than like physically showing their energy, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's
just those
like,
cultural differences.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed what you heard here, links in the description to the original video. Go check it out. Go check out Swiss Beatbox. Links in the description to their channel as well. If you want to support me though, leave a like on this video. You can sub to my channel. Check out my Discord channel as well. Links in the description to that. And my man here, if he ever does start making reaction videos, you can definitely check out his channel. Links in the description to his as well.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to. I have to.
All right, man. So other than that, anything else you want to say before we go?
I guess my Instagram is _Teus, Taeus. That's all.
Awesome. So other than that, guys, we'll see you in the next Beatbox reaction video.